I think this might be everybody. It's good to have you guys. You just so you know, a couple of you, this is your first time on. You can share your camera. You can not share your camera. This is completely up to you. I am going to be a little bit more interactive this time than usual because I think most of you have some experience using oils or using some of doTERRA's skincare line, and I just want to have some of your feedback. I want to have some of your expertise here too. If you registered to you can print that out, take notes if you want to. It's not necessary, obviously, but mine is totally marked up because I have so much I want to tell you guys about the skincare lines because they're really good. And not only the skincare lines, but also just oils are so good for caring for your skin also. So I have a ton of information to share with you. The first thing that we're going to talk about is there's just a couple of questions, and I guess I'll go ahead and share my screen. Let's hope this worked. Okay, can y'all all see that?
Yes.
Okay, good. I don't know what happened last time. Okay, so honestly, this first question was really hard for me because as a teenager through adulthood, I've constantly been concerned about what I hate about my skin and what I want to change about it and what I want to improve about it. So the first question here is, what are some things that you love about the skin you are in? I love starting with that question. And then the second question is, what are some things that you want to improve? Oops, back too soon. It could be texture of your skin. It could be you just want to be better at taking care of it. It could be you want to have that glow that you have when you're eating healthy or when you're exercising. Oils can help with that, but so is nutrition's really helpful as well. Maybe we have some scarring, maybe we have some discoloration. All of those things can be helped with some of the options that we're going to talk about tonight. A lot of you guys started with a starter kit when you first started using oils. And so you have the top 10 oils, the most commonly used oils on the planet, the most useful oils for just getting started and having in your house. Sometimes we call them like the natural medicine cabinet. So I'm going to start by sharing a couple of things that I personally use. These are little DIYs using some of those oils in your starter kit. The three really great oils that came in your starter kit, the top 10, that are amazing for your skin are Melaleuca or tea tree. Okay, so if you bought it about a year ago or before that, you have Melaleuca. If it's more recent, they called it tea tree now, because that's what the rest of the world calls it. Frankincense is the other one, and lavender. Those three oils are absolutely incredible for your skin. Tea tree is a problem solver. So if you have acne, or if you just have blemishes, or if you're dealing with any kind of irregularity in the skin, tea tree is going to be a really good one for you. It's also really good for the nails. It's good for the scalp. It's just a really good, it can prevent problems and solve problems. Frankincense is one that protects the cells, protects the cellular structure, and actually improves the health of your cells. And so we want to get that on our skin as often as possible. It's very, very good for your skin. It's also amazing for inflammation. And then lavender is calming. So if you have an itchy spot, if you have redness, if you have a burn, even a sunburn, lavender is really, really good for your skin. Frankincense and lavender are also great for hormones, so that's going to be a secondary benefit to using those two on your skin as well. So I'm going to teach you how to do an oil wash. I'm going to teach you how to make a very simple baking soda scrub. And then I'm going to teach you how to make an astringent. Just three really simple things. You probably have the ingredients for these things already in your house. So Oil washing is the idea that you can actually get a very clean, healthy surface for your skin without removing good oils by using a natural plant oil as your actual cleanser. So the way you do that is you take a little bit of coconut oil. You can also use olive oil. You can use sunflower oil, jojoba oil, whatever kind of natural plant oil you might have around. And you're going to put a good amount, like a tablespoon, maybe not quite a tablespoon, but a good amount on your hands, and then just rub it all into your skin. This is a great way to remove any kind of makeup. It's great to remove eye makeup this way. But you can add frankincense to that or lavender to that to kind of add to the experience and what's going into your skin. Even if you are oil prone, the oil actually clings to the impurities, it clings to the dirt on your face, and it also clings to the excess oil, and it helps remove that. So you rub it all over your face, you take a damp cloth and just wipe it off. It's really simple. It's really inexpensive. And you won't be raw afterward like you are with some other harsh cleansers. That's a really good one to do at night. Really good. Get that makeup off. Okay, if you touch your face and you realize I might not have washed my face in a couple of days, or that might be just me, I'm confessing here, or maybe you just have been out in the elements all day and you just feel like your face is a little bit gritty, you just really need more of a cleanse, more of a deeper clean. This next one is also very simple. I don't do it every day. I probably do it once a week or so, but you take a very small amount of baking soda, probably a teaspoon. I do this in just a little tiny teacup, so as a tiny amount. Then about a half tablespoon to a tablespoon of the same kind of oil that you used for washing your face. And then you definitely want to add the essential oils to this one. A little bit of tea tree, maybe a drop or two of tea tree, a drop or two of frankincense, and a drop or two of lavender. And then just scrub that into your face. Keep going for a minute, maybe 2 minutes, and then you're going to remove that the same way you did the oil cleanse. You're going to just take a damp cloth, try to get all the grittiness off of your face. Don't get it in your eyes. I didn't add a mint to this recipe for a reason, because I always get it too close to my eyes when I'm talking about my face. But this is really, you'll be amazed at how simple it is to just get that layer of dead skin cells, extra oil, grit out of your pores. So that one's great for maybe a couple times a week. You don't want to do it too much because you don't want to remove layers of healthy skin. You want to just get that dead skin off of there. And then I personally don't rewash my face when I wake up in the morning. I like to use an astringent instead, because at night the natural oils kind of increase on your skin, and you might just need a little bit of extra cleansing, but you don't need to really get down into your pores as much as you do before you go to bed. So witch hazel is a natural astringent. It's wonderful. You can make a little spray bottle. If you've purchased spray bottles already from doTERRA, and you probably have, because of the COVID season, you probably have an empty one of these laying around, okay? Really easy. You can either take off the label or just cover it up with something else. Add about 2 tablespoons of witch hazel. And then I would probably do about 5 drops of tea tree oil, 5 drops of lavender, 5 drops of frankincense to the bottle, and then just fill it up the rest of the way with water. Shake it up before you use it, and you can either spray it right on your face, or you can use a cotton swab or a cotton ball or something like that to rub it in. Although I always feel like it absorbs too much into the cotton ball, I just spray it right on my face. Anybody have any questions or anything about that?
I have a question for you, since it's you said it's slightly advanced class. So I think we all probably have those 3 oils that you referenced, but if we wanted to like take it up a notch, what is the kind of the next level of, we want to have rock star skin oils that you would recommend?
Okay, I have a couple that I'm going to recommend in a minute, but myrrh. Myrrh is an amazing oil for your skin. Another one that I like, and this one is a little bit controversial because it smells strange, and sometimes the oils that work the best have a little bit of an odd odor, because they're not just for smelling. They actually have a job to do. But some people like to use, let's see if I can find it. Probably not, because it's over in my bathroom. But it is blue tansy. Blue tansy is pretty well known in the beauty industry, and the products that have blue tansy in them are really, really expensive. But it promotes production of collagen. So what a lot of people do, and everything's over in my bathroom because I use it every night. But there's a little pot, and I'll show you this in a minute, in the essential line of like a night cream moisturizer. And they'll put just a drop or two in that and then just put it on their face. Or what I do is I just get a little bit on my hand and put a drop of blue tansy in it. But it's like super dark blue. It's weird. You kind of turn into a Smurf for a minute because it gets like it looks like ink all over your face. And it has a slight smell of like crayon wax. Like it's a little bit odd. And so it takes a while to get used to it. I actually like to add other oils on top of it. I'll rub it in and then I'll put frankincense all over my face, or I'll put something else with that. But the night cream actually smells really, really nice. And so if the blue tansy isn't overpowering, it's a really nice combination.
Okay, great. And then on the myrrh, I've had a bottle of myrrh before in the past. Is there like a trick to keeping it from getting all goopy? I got to the point where I'd use like half the bottle and I couldn't get the bottle back open again because it was grody, sticky.
Yeah,
goopy.
Mine is too. And eventually it'll actually get so, it's like it almost turns back into its original form of being a resin. So a couple of tricks. One of them is to get a dropper to go in it. Haven't done that yet, but to get a dropper to go in it, and then it'll never touch the top, so it won't get all sticky up there. And then I have heard that if you keep it in the freezer, it's.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it freezes, so I really don't know why that works or if that works, but that's what I've heard. So that might be.
I had bought some one time because I had read that it was good as like a sunscreen, an extra sun protectant on your skin. And with my pale boys, that I thought that would be a good option. And then I couldn't use it anymore because I couldn't get the bottle open.
Yeah, it's sticky. It's a weird one. It's almost like a serum, and it's another one that smells a little bit strange. We know that it helps with like healing any kind of skin abrasion also. So if you have things in your face that's good that need that, it's also good for that. But it smells like Band-Aids, and so I tell my kids like it smells like Band-Aids because it's helping protect your body.
I'm going to use that.
It's a really strange scent. It doesn't smell like the other resins. Yep. Anybody else?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so I have a couple of specific ideas for y'all. And they're also on your page, so you can just follow along with that if you want to. But I want you to think like you don't have to try to solve every single issue that you have with your skin every single day. You don't have to use all of these oils in these examples. You can use what you have. You can start with what you have. Whoops. And you can just go gradually towards the rest of the stuff. Okay. The first one on this example is the Yarrow Palm. And I actually do have this one. Just like in your food, and you know that antioxidants and anti-inflammatories come in dark colors. You want to have as much dark, bright colored food as possible from nature, at least. And this one is one that is very dark, and it does the same thing. Okay, so the yarrow palm is a serum, and it's a mixture of yarrow essential oil and pomegranate seed oil. The pomegranate seed oil isn't an essential oil. Those are things that are actually non-oily, but it's more of a nutrient oil. So think of it as a plant oil, as a food oil. So it actually is going to help absorb into the skin faster, and it's going to do a completely different set of jobs than the yarrow is. But this one is great for redness. And if you have extreme dry skin like I do, it's also great just for having like a base under your makeup. It's an amazing, wonderful oil. I have had one customer who said, I can't use it. I broke out. I was sensitive to it. Most people find it very soothing, and she's the only person that I've ever heard of that was sensitive to it. But do keep that in mind. And if that does happen to you, let me know. Somebody might want to trade trade it for something, because it is kind of expensive. Or you can just call doTERRA and say, I broke out. I need to send this back, because they have very good customer service. But that one is wonderful all over your face. I usually use 3 or 4 drops in the morning, let it kind of settle in, and then put my makeup on, because it's also a little bit sticky, and it kind of gives you that sheen that you want under your makeup anyway. It's nice. Another great one for redness is, can you guys see the bottom of the screen? I have things that are blocking it. Can y'all see the whole picture?
Now I can.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I just want to make sure you can see all of those things. I can't for some reason, so. All right. Frankincense, just like I said before, wonderful for the skin. And then helichrysum is one that's going to help promote the natural healing process of your skin. That one's also really good for abrasions, really good for healing after stitches or any kind of scarring. So helichrysum is a wonderful one. And then the simple, everyday Correct-X. That's our answer to like Neosporin, but it's mostly essential oils, and it's just a little tube of all that stuff. Little tube of, I can't think of the word I was thinking of, but you just put it. If you have a pimple, if you have just broken skin somewhere, it actually helps keep that place from getting infected. And if you just have general redness that you're trying to correct, Correct-X is a great one. And it's super inexpensive. It lasts a long time, and I think it's only about $6 or $7. So that's a great one to have in your medicine cabinet anyway. All right, scars. Scars are a big one for me. I had chicken pox as a kid, and so I don't think anybody can see them. I don't think anybody notices them, but it's something that I notice every time I look in the mirror. Chicken pox scars, okay? So if you would like to minimize the color and size of your scarring, any kind of scarring, this could be acne scarring, here are a couple of oils that are great as well. I would suggest using these ones at night, just so they have time to sit on your face the whole night. You're not wiping them off during the day. They can sink in. Again, with the yarrow palm, it's wonderful stuff. Some people use it in their oil cleansing. They put it all over their face, and then they wipe it off also. I don't want to wipe it off. I want to let it soak in. Geranium is wonderful for scar healing. Frankincense touch is great because it's already diluted, and so you can just roll it right on the area. And then neroli is, it's the same plant as our wild orange and our petitgrain, but it's a different part of the plant. So the wild orange comes from the fruit rind, the neroli comes from the blossom, and the petitgrain comes from the leaf. So that plant has all kinds of benefits for us. Neroli is a great one. And again, you don't have to do this every single day. Just do it when you remember it. Do it as part of your nightly ritual. You don't have to use every single one of them, but it's great to have this like on a wish list that you are working on. Breakouts. HD Clear is a lifesaver about once a month when we all start breaking out. That's one that you can just put on the spot. You don't have to put that all over. And honestly, I find it a little harsh, both the smell and the feel of it. And so I wouldn't really want to put it all over my skin all the time. But we're breaking out for different reasons. HD Clear is very, very good for resisting bacteria. Really good. So it's great for teenagers who are breaking out, great for that monthly breakout also. Tea tree is exactly the same. Wonderful for breakouts. And then Rose Touch is one that I would probably use as with your night cream. It's a really special one. It is wonderful. It's antibacterial also, but it's also going to help with hormones. It's going to help with those food sensitivities and all those other reasons that you might break out. And so I would definitely put that one on at night if you have breakouts you're dealing with.
For anyone who's listening or might listen later, I finally bought some Rose Touch. I had some weird skin thing. I tried everything on it, and I bought Rose Touch. Finally, I broke down and spent the money and bought it, and it was amazing, and it helps unbelievably. Like, I can tell when I haven't used it in a few days because that one spot just gets kind of irritated and gross. So I love that stuff. It's the best.
Krista has hers with her right now.
I can't see Krista, but yes, it's amazing.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I appreciate that.
It smells good too. It smells good too. Unlike some of the Band-Aid smell, it smells really good.
No, it smells amazing. And it doesn't smell like some rose scented perfumes either. Some of those are overwhelming and they smell like your grandma. And this one, it doesn't. It just smells like a rose garden. It smells wonderful. Okay. Whoops. Brown spots or dark spots. This can be caused by hormones, pregnancy, aging, sun exposure. We can totally help with these things. Again, have you noticed frankincense has been on every single one so far? Frankincense is so good for the cellular integrity of your skin. It's so important. Another thing that frankincense does is that your body recognizes it and responds to it very quickly. And so when you add frankincense to other oils, so if you're going to make maybe a roller with these 4 oils in it, the frankincense is going to make the other oils more effective also. What is that? That one's black spruce. That's a new oil and it smells amazing. It's one of the main oils in balance. When you smell, a lot of people are very calmed by the oil balance. It's a lot of people's favorite blend. When you smell that, you're like, what is that thing that I'm smelling in this bottle? It's probably black spruce. It's one that we don't recognize just in general. It's wonderful. Just as a calming oil, but it's also going to help reduce like extra pigmentation in your skin. And then we have sandalwood. It says Hawaiian sandalwood, but I think either one of those sandalwoods are good for reducing pigmentation. And then lavender again. So you've got 2 of them already in your starter kit. These ones, again, do it when you think about it. Put them on. You could put these on by themselves. You can put them on all 4 of them at once. You can put them in a roller bottle. However you get it onto your skin, it's going to help. All right, and then we have one more, and then I'm going to go through the lines that are pre-made, and they're just ready to go, okay? But this one, these are great for aging. Here we have myrrh, which is incredible. There's a reason they made Esther bathe in myrrh for a solid year before she was presented to the king. It works. It's been known to work for centuries, okay? So it's very, very good for your skin. We have neroli again, frankincense again, and then immortelle is kind of like if you were going to buy every single super expensive essential oil and have them all on your shelf to use on your face. Immortelle kind of has all of those in it already. It's a great blend. Hold on. Well, it's on my bathroom counter. I don't have it here. But it's a great blend. And just so you know, just like HD Clear, Immortelle is not pre-diluted. When you have a roller, let me show you the difference here so you know what's pre-diluted and what's not. Some of them have the word, and I know you can't see this, but it's right here on this little indentation. Some of them have the word touch on them. And then some of them, like this past tense tension blend, do not have the word touch on them, okay? So touch means it's pre-diluted and it has fractionated coconut oil already in it. And so it's ready to roll right on your skin. A lot of times the ones that are not pre-diluted, they're not touch, they're for a little bit more intense use. So like the past tense would be for headaches. The Immortelle is for specifically, you want to put it right on your wrinkles. You want to put it right on your problem areas. And then the HD Clear, you want to put it right on your blemishes. Those are a little bit more intense. If you find them too intense, you can pour half of it into a roller bottle and just fill the rest of it up with coconut oil, okay? Okay, I can see that there are questions. I'm gonna have to wait till we get to the end because I can't see them while I'm sharing a screen. But if you can be patient with me, or if you just wanna bust in and ask the question, that's fine too. Okay, and because this is one of my favorite products and you can absolutely tell a difference in your skin when you use these supplements. This is our nutritional supplement line. It's called the LLV, Lifelong Vitality Pack. And I just wanted to point out a few of the vitamins and minerals that are in there because you can absolutely see it on your face, and this is why. So it has the CoQ10, the vitamin A, riboflavin, niacin, folate, vitamin D, biotin, vitamin C, E, K, copper, zinc, and a bunch of other stuff, okay? When you purchase products at the beauty counter, most of these things are in those because they are so good for nourishing your skin. If you want to eat to nourish your skin, you need to make sure you're getting these in your food daily. But this is a really great way to kind of increase the health of your skin from the inside out. And that's where I'm going to stop because I get carried away on those really easily. Yarrow Palm is a supplement that is about a year. We've only had it for about a year. It's wonderful. It increases collagen production because of the grapeseed and the vitamin C. And then it has melon, which is great for just the brightness of your skin. Terrazyme is one of those just daily supplements that we talk about a lot in our Facebook group. Terrazyme is a natural food enzyme that helps break down the food that you eat. Your body produces enzymes, but you're also supposed to be getting enzymes through eating raw food. We don't eat enough raw food, and so our bodies are usually depleted of those natural enzymes that we need to break down our food. So when we have food sensitivities, a lot of times it's because your body isn't able to absorb those things. Also, if you find your vitamins are not working the way you feel like they should be working, it might have something to do with your absorption. And so this helps absorb nutrients, and it also helps with the breaking down and digestion of food. And the reason that's great for your skin is because you need those nutrients to increase the health of your skin. And you also need to be able to eliminate and break down foods that you might be sensitive to. So if you have angry, red skin, or if you are having trouble, that probably means that you're having trouble eliminating certain toxins. And the Terrazyme can help with that. And then PB is a probiotic, wonderful for gut health, wonderful for reducing inflammation. And then let's not skip the whole water thing, because that's really, really important for having that like juicy, luscious, vibrant, glowing skin that we're looking for. Okay, we've got to drink our water. We have to. There's no way around it. All right, so I'm going to go through the skincare lines that doTERRA offers. I'm actually going to throw another one in there because it's not pictured. It's not an everyday line. That's why it's not pictured, but it's a really cool product that I only started using about like 4 or 5 months ago, and I love it. So if you don't feel like making that microderm scrub that we were talking about at the very beginning of this class, this one's pre-made for you, and it's probably a little better than that. Okay, so this one's called the Reveal Facial System, and it comes both of them together. You can't buy them separately because you use them at the same time. So the first one is, they call it the Refining Polish. And it's the one that has the grit in it, very, very fine grit. I mean, it's not like those apricot scrubs they pushed on you when you were a teenager. Those things were horrible. Horrible. I think they caused blemishes. But this one is very fine. You can feel it for sure. You rub it on for about 2 minutes, and then without washing it off, you add the peptide activator. And this says the first one has lime and wild orange, and the second one is wild orange. It's a really great experience. If you like doing like spa treatments at home, it's wonderful. And my skin feels silky smooth for days afterward. It's absolutely wonderful. If you have big pores, or if you're like, a lot of times that's just inflammation, that your face is just a little swollen and your pores look bigger because of that, you might carry a little bit more grit throughout the day. You might just feel like your face feels not as smooth as it could, not as clean as it could. This is a great option for helping with that. Okay, so there are 3 basic, everyday, all-in-one skincare lines that doTERRA has. They can be a little bit confusing about what they are and why you would choose one over the other. So I'm just going to run through them really quick. This one is Virage. I would probably say if you're under 60 and over 20, this one's your favorite. Okay, this one maybe under 40. I don't know. Part of it is because it's so beautiful. It's just beautiful. The packaging is beautiful. It's very simple. It's only 4 products. It smells wonderful. It works very well. It's inexpensive. This is a really good one to start with. All 3 of the lines I'm going to tell you about, if you buy the entire line, you're going to get a massive discount. That little green serum, it's the shortest thing on the screen. That is called the Immortelle Virage Serum. And that's a life changer. That's a life changer product. I think by itself, it's like $60 something. And as a kit, all 4 of these products, it's like $70 something. So it's almost like you're getting the others for almost nothing if you're going to buy the serum anyway. So what I would suggest is try the whole pack, figure out what your favorite things are. And then when it's time to get something else, just pick your favorite things. And I'm going to tell you my favorite thing out of each of these because I don't use all of them in each pack. I kind of pick and choose what I like. But my favorite thing in the Virage is definitely the serum. It's wonderful under makeup. It's wonderful at night. And just like the Immortelle, it's kind of all the luxury, expensive essential oils packed into a little serum for your face. So it's really nice. I also use the face wash in this kit. And because my daughter doesn't have acne and she was feeling like the HD Clear was a little bit too much for her, she also uses this line too. So, because it's so pretty. And she actually uses it. Okay, the HD Clear. This one is one that my son uses. It does not smell pretty at all. I mean, it smells good. It smells clean and fresh. There's an oil called Litsea in this, and it's very like lemony, like lemongrass almost. Very, very clean smelling. The foaming facial cleanser has a really nice foam. You just rub it right on. It's super simple, 3 pieces. Okay, so really it's an everyday wash, moisturize in the morning, and then just put that roller ball wherever you need it. And if I'm gonna pick a favorite in this one, it's definitely that roller ball, because we all have blemishes. Did they tell you we were gonna stop having blemishes as adults? Because they were layers. Okay. We thought that was going to be over as soon as we hit 20, right? Okay, and now this one is more of our luxury line. Although if you compare this with any other luxury line on the market, this one is extremely affordable. There are a couple of favorites in here, but you can buy this as a complete kit. I think it's about $200. You can buy this as a partial kit and then just pick and choose a couple other things to add in, or you can purchase individual things from this. I have a couple of favorites on here. If you have a man in the house who is washing his face regularly, the facial cleanser is great for guys because it smells just not like a feminine product. That didn't sound right. Not like something girls would use, okay? So the facial cleanser is great for men or women. All of these things are great for men and women, but you know, some guys are sensitive about scent. The other products that I absolutely cannot live without in this one, the under eye cream, I use that every single morning. It's magic. That's the one, I think you can see my cursor here. That's the one with the roller on it. Some people even keep it in the fridge. They put it on first thing in the morning and it's super cold. I find it's perfectly cold anyway in my cabinet, but the button is right here. And so you just squeeze out the tiniest bit and you roll it on 1 eye, 2 eyes. I use a squirt per eye now. I used to be cheaper than that, but it's amazing stuff. So I spoil myself. There's also a brightening gel. The packaging is different than in this picture, but this is the brightening gel right here. If you're dealing with that discoloration from sun or age or whatever it may be, that's wonderful stuff right there. The night cream that I was talking to you about, it's not actually a night cream. I use it as a night cream. It's anytime. It's not greasy at all. I actually prefer a little greasier than that, but it smells nice. It feels nice. It's very cool and light. That's the one I was talking about adding the blue tansy to. And then I actually have not tried the tightening serum, but I've heard very, very good things about that one. Okay, and because we like to make suggestions so that you can get the free oil of the month if you are into that kind of thing, here's an easy way to do that. The LLV package, just for your information, when you purchase that on your loyalty cart, you get that at a discount, and you also have the option of adding a couple other things at a discount, okay? So you can add up to 3 bonus products for $20 a piece. So it's a great way to buy that and get a couple of other things also reduced in price. So they just suggested doing the LLV plus the Terrazyme plus the PB Assist plus the amazing Virage set, and then you'll get your free product of the month, which this month, I think it's, is it tea tree? I think it's tea tree. So it's going to be awesome for your skin anyway. It's tea tree touch, which is great. Just roll it on your cuticles, roll it on your face. It's wonderful. If you are trying to get the free oil of the month, remember that does have to be a loyalty order, and it also has to be 125 PV or more, but it can be any combination of products. Okay, do we have any questions? I'm gonna stop sharing here and we'll just talk. And I wanna know if you guys use any of these, I wanna know what you use and what you love. Oh, okay. Hannah asked way back in the microderm DIY, how much baking soda? Hannah, I think it's like a tablespoon. I just eyeball it. I make a paste. So if I want to make more, I'll just keep it in a little jar and use it, every 3 or 4 days until it's all gone. But yeah, it's not very much to make a paste because you don't use very much. A little tiny bit goes a long way. And then Karen asks, when they list 3 or 4 oils, is that to choose from or to make a blend from all of it? That is completely up to you. Some of these oils you use different ways, but basically my recommendation is to start with what you have. If you have any of those oils, start with what you have, and then just go with what your budget allows when you're kind of building your collection. Right. Sorry, I got distracted by the cutie back there. I didn't know he was back there. But for example, for like breakouts, we were talking about using HD Clear on your breakouts, but then using Rose kind of all over your face at night. So it's really kind of a pick and choose, figure out what you can keep up with and what feels good. You're not going to do it wrong. Okay, it's not that kind of thing. It's kind of intuitive. What do you like? When do you like to use it? When can you remember to use it? Put it by your nightstand if you're going to do it at night. Put it by your morning glass of water if you're going to do it in the morning. Those kind of things. But the one that is for dark spots, I would definitely make a roller and just put that. I keep pointing right here because I have sun damage. I would put that exactly where you want it. And I would, if I don't have sandalwood, but I have the other 3. So I'd mix those together. So the answer is both. All right. Anybody else?
I have a lady I work with, and she has ordered not the whole collection, but the Virage, and she loves it. And she also has the eye roller ball thing, and she loves it. And she's even got her husband, not necessarily skincare, but she got this because her husband has so extremely dry skin, and she said that she helps him put it on the middle of his back, and he's just loving probably the attention. They're an older couple, they're in their 70s, but it's just cute to see little lady still trying to better herself.
That's awesome. I love that that cream. That cream doesn't have any oils, any fragrance of any kind, and so you can add any. I think it's called the Spa Body Moisturizer or something like that.
Hand and body lotion.
Yeah, so it's completely free of any scent, so you can add whatever you want to it. And if you're having any of these issues on the rest of your body, you're going to want to be using those also. Some of us have the bumpy arms and stuff like that. So that is definitely helpful. Tea tree is good for that. Okay, well, you guys are figuring out your questions. Break in here if you want to ask something. I'm going to put in the chat the registration for next week. Karen, I'm putting it in the chat. Can you hear me? The next one is called Sleep, Stress, and Emotions. Okay. everybody needs to be at that one. And then if you are working toward a free diffuser by coming to all 8 of these classes, you want to get your card stamped by filling out a form. It is a super difficult quiz that I made up that you had to take notes and be listening to every second. Just kidding. It's pretty simple, I think. And just to make sure you know we're here, and that'll help you get your card stamped so that you work toward that free diffuser. And I would like every single person who ever bought oils from me to get a free diffuser, because the way that you're doing that is by learning how to be comfortable with your oils and switching out for less toxic products. And that's just a good thing all the way around. All right. Anybody else have any questions? Oh, did I ever push? No, I didn't. Come on, girl. There it is.
And I do have a question. I was interested in that PB Assist Plus supplement. I buy the little sachets for Cooper, and I wish I could tell you he took them on a regular basis. I can barely get him to take them. He doesn't like them. He didn't like that chalkiness of it. But when I was looking at it online just now, the PB Assist Plus, because I saw that it had the pre and the probiotics in it. But the directions say to take 3 capsules for 10 days. I mean, I guess my question is, do you have to do it like that? I'm better at like 1 a day kind of thing. Being able to try and remember something for 3 times a day in my busy schedule is really hard.
Yeah, no way. I can't do that either. So I only take 1 a day.
Okay.
And I try to take it on as empty a stomach as possible. The very healthy doTERRA girls say to take it at night because you have an empty stomach. I never have an empty stomach at night.
I'm like, what does empty mean exactly?
So because you don't want it to get backed up by your food, you want it to get all the way to your intestines. And so if there's a traffic jam, it's going to dissolve before it gets to where it needs to. And then all those live probiotics are not going to get to your intestine where they're going to do the work. So take it on an empty stomach, then eat food. Yeah, my kids love the sachets. So we're really bummed that Cooper doesn't like those, but they also like the chewable vitamins. And I know he doesn't like those too.
No, he's the gum. We do gummies for him because he can't chew vitamins. Yeah, it's the chalkiness. Yeah.
At this point, the kids are all swallowing supplements anyway. And so they really like the probiotic, but they also they're not taking the kids, they're not taking the kids Omega anymore. They're just taking the regular Omega because they like taking vitamins. But yeah, that one's a good one. So if he can swallow a pill, I would definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he's okay with swallowing of the pill.
Cool.
So, okay, good to know.
Yeah, and that one's really cool looking too. So looks
awesome.
like you're taking something alien.
I have a whole bunch of sachets, so I may have to send them to you.
We'll take them. I take them. So because they're actually different strains than the adult probiotic. And so Donnie and I actually, when the kids are all taking one of those, we take one of those. And then when we're all taking the grown-up ones, we all take the grown-up ones. So
I end up taking them more than he does, and they don't bother me. Yeah.
I think they're amazing. They're like a pixie stick. I think they're delicious.
I have no problem with them. I always find, if my stomach just doesn't feel right for whatever reason, and I take one first thing in the morning, by lunchtime, I'm feeling pretty good. They just seem to calm everything down. So, good stuff.
I agree. All right. Does anybody here have a product in one of the skincare lines that you just adore?
Well, when I remember to use it, which is not very often, I have Yarrow Plum, and I just love how it feels. I put it in my moisturizer. I just put my moisturizer in my hand and then take the dropper and drop 1 or 2 drops on it and rub it in and rub it all over.
Cool. Yeah. I'll show you what I do since we're done, and my makeup's going to come off anyway, but so it comes in this awesome dropper. And it's a lot. It's a 30 ml, so it lasts a good long time. But I put 1 across my head. I put 1 under each eye, and just rub it in. And it is it's very thick. I'm trying to get my nose. It's very thick and it is blue, but only for a minute. And then it just gives you this like nutritious, I don't know, it just feels so good. And I have such dry skin that I can't spread makeup over my skin without moisturizing. And so it's wonderful for that. It's almost like a primer. It's almost like a makeup primer. Very nice. Whew. And I have naturally red cheeks. And it probably shows every once in a while on these classes, but I think the vitamins and the yarrow pom or whatever it is that we're doing with this stuff, I don't notice it as much anymore. I used to be the most embarrassing thing. I would be so embarrassed to go without makeup on my cheeks because, well, I got made fun of in school. But I think it's made a difference. Maybe it's the probiotics. Who knows what it is? But I'm going to keep doing it. So.
I was going to say I use your lovely foaming soap, On Guard soap. That's my skincare products. That's it.
Really?
Wash my face with On Guard soap. That's it.
That's amazing. It doesn't feel harsh.
Not at all.
Cool.
Really nice.
Good tip.
Moisturizers the next morning, but that's it.
Nice. Good tip.
I'm old, so I guess it's working.
You look amazing. So yeah, I guess it's working. All right. If we don't have any more questions or advice, I'm going to let y'all out of here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're joining me later via recording, thank you for being here. Make sure you fill out the form. If you're not yet a member, you do have to be a member. You do have to be on our downline in order to get the free diffuser. But if you want to know if that applies to you or how to do that, just let me know. I'm super happy to help. I will see all of you guys hopefully next week. We're going to learn how to de-stress, sleep better, and manage our emotions. Yay! Our family's so happy with us. All right, guys. I'll see you next time. Thanks for coming.
Thanks, Anna. Bye-bye.